Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
You are listening to the Anchor Radio Network and a presentation of What's Up with the Turner.
Turner time!
Save money, live better, as I always say.
Yeah. By the way, baby food, some baby food is good. Starbucks has good benefits. Way out of whack. I don't know what our audience age range is, though. Cow. Beef, right? Beef is cow. 5-0. Yeah, beef is cow, I'm right. I had to double think about that one, though, for a second.
Somebody, I don't know who, threw a shoe at the Iranian president when he returned home from talking with President Obama.
And now your hosts, Caleb Turner and Brianna Turner.
And we are live. It is September 30th, 2013, live on the Anchor Radio Network. This is What's Up with the Turners. And it is a pleasure to be joining you on this Monday night. It is cloudy and the sun is trying to peek through the clouds out there. It is a little rainy today, very, very wet. But we got a great show planned for you indoors in our downtown studio. Live from Coquitlam. Let me say that right. Coquitlam. Live on Hornby Street from our downtown Coquitlam, British Columbia studios, the Anchor Radio Network. Great show planned for you today. We have a special guest joining us later on in the show. This is our uncle, Uncle Matt. We call him Matt the Rat. Matty Ice 9. There is a possibility. Now, I'm just going to say there is a possibility. We may hear from Aunt Amber. Possibly. Now, I'm not going to make any promises just because I haven't even asked, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Matt Turner will join us. The Matt Turner will join us later on in the broadcast. The first topic of today, we're going to be talking about Christmas. But we got to get a commercial break before we get into that topic because we have a special Christmas song to play just before we get into the topic. You got it locked right here. The Anchor Radio Network. What's Up with the Turners rolls on after this.
You are listening to the Anchor Radio Network and a presentation of What's Up with the Turners. And now your host, Caleb Turner and Brianna Turner.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yes, it is, Mr. Michael Bublé. It is September 30th. We're like 2.5 months away from December 25th, but hey, it still works.
Already making out my Christmas list.
Yeah, Santa baby's coming. So we're gonna put out our cookies and milk already.
That awkward moment when when Santa Claus uses the same wrapping paper as your parents.
Awkward moment. And your dad wakes up in his pajamas and there's cookie crumbs on his shirt. That's even better. Or like if he trips when he's drinking the milk you put out for Santa, he's got a milk stain on his shirt. That's even better.
I didn't know milk left stains.
Well, if he's wearing a blue shirt or a black shirt.
But it doesn't stay white on the shirt.
Well, it might. I mean, no
it just
guarantees.
looks like a water spill.
Okay, well. Either way, I would hope your dad is not that messy.
You don't know my dad.
Oh, awkward Turner moment. Fun fact. No, I don't got a fun fact right now. Actually, that was a fun fact. Oh, man. Actually, the messiest part of the table usually is yours, Brianna. We usually have to clean up all the crumbs. Anyways, she just enjoys her food.
Just gonna say that.
Thoroughly enjoys it. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Anyways, Christmas topic. Our first time we're going to talk about Christmas. This is, by the way, the third broadcast on the day. And my trash can is full, yes. Oh, if you could dance studio. Just an awkward, random moment. Brianna randomly picks up the trash can and holds it up for me to look at. There's a bunch of Smarties wrappers in it. Anyways, that's classic. We're going to probably be talking Christmas various times in the broadcast leading up to December 25th. I'm sure we'll talk a whole entire topic probably one day on like, what do you call it? We're going to talk probably about food. Probably for a whole day. Probably Christmas food. Nice. That was really Nice. Anyways, okay, let's jump right into this. I know all of you are anxious to hear our thoughts on Christmas. I've got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different points on Christmas, and we might as well jump right in with both feet. Number 1, gifts for Christmas is a way overrated part of Christmas. Like, way overrated, okay? There was a time that people got oranges, peanuts, and some chocolate for Christmas with maybe a pair of socks.
If they were lucky, they got chocolate.
If they were lucky.
If they were rich.
And if their moms knew how to sew, they'd get a pair of socks. Yeah, rich chocolate, I got like that. Okay, so, you know, people, I mean, it's like, we'll get to it later, but for girls, especially when guys are buying them gifts, you know, with the chocolate and stuff, there has to be like this really good chocolate. And yet there was a time where you just got this little chunk of chocolate. But anyways, the most I've ever spent on Christmas for any one individual was $30. And I think it was my mom.
Cheap spender.
And I ended up buying one of those really fancy bathroom sets from Walmart. You know those things that have like the lotion in it?
She probably still has it in the closet.
Probably.
3 years ago.
Yeah. She probably still has the bottle underneath the sink. It's half used. She'd always pull it out whenever I'd come into the bathroom, quickly put it up like, oh man, I love this gift. It's such an awesome gift. And then it'd go back underneath thinking, okay, that was really not an awesome gift. But anyways, I gotta make him feel good about the gift. But anyways, bathroom sets from Walmart are really nice because, you know, they have the $5 one that has like one little bottle and like
body wash, lotion.
Has that thing. What do you call that thing in the shower?
Oh, the puffy.
Yeah, the puffy thing
Yeah.
that sits in the shower. Like a flour sponge. Or no, it's on the tip of our tongues. I don't even know what it's called. That's unbelievable. I cannot believe it. She'll think about it. But anyways, it has like one of those in it. Has the soap. Some of them, if they're really good, they have like that little scrubby thing. The soap scrubber. Where you can like get back in your back. Where you can't reach with your hands. Yeah, like a back scratcher. Yeah! That makes it $15. Anyways, they have the $15 one. They have a $25 one, which was, I believe, what I got that year. But if you're one of those kind of shoppers that waits to buy the gift until like 2 days before, the dollar store is the absolute best place to get your gifts. You walk into the dollar store and you're just all like, yeah, you know, I'm just going to find a couple towels, maybe a puzzle or something really cool, maybe a candy bar that has like Christmas wrapping on it. But you gotta remember a couple things. If you get a dollar store bath towel, it's gonna be, within the first couple of weeks, there's gonna be strings ripping off of it, and that's how they'll know it's a dollar store towel.
Unless you forgot to take off the price tag.
That's another big one. Do not forget to take off the price tag. If you leave the price tag on, one of two things will happen. Number one, they will think you're a cheapskate and you didn't spend a lot on them and you didn't care about them. Or number two, they'll think you didn't spend enough on them, and they'll think you're a cheapskate. So, there's only one of two solutions, and that's the same one. Anyways, the most I've ever spent on all four of my family members combined was $88, and that was the same year that I spent $30 on mom. So you figure 58 divided by 3. But usually, you know, like, just a really cheap gift, you know. Because Christmas gifts are way overrated. The best part about Christmas is the food, which we'll get to that one in a minute. We'll get to this slowly. Okay. The most I've ever spent on a girl outside of family was $12, I think. And it was like a necklace or something from Walmart. And that was like 3 years ago. So, it was a cheap necklace, though. It had like a heart on it, I think. Couple of fake diamonds. Yeah, I spent like $95. No, 12. But with the inflation, the way it's gone with the economy, you know, the economy's gone in the toilet. It's probably like $15 now. So I actually spent a decent amount of money on a girl that I'm not related to. But anyways, the most I've ever spent on a girl outside the family, we've already read that. Okay, what to get a girl for Christmas? Now, this is for the guys out there, which, by the way, the majority of our listeners are females. So, guys, pick it up. Come on, seriously, we need some more guys listening to the show. I believe it's like a 71 to 29% ratio on female to male listeners. So that's, you know, females care more about the show. They probably love listening to my voice. Oh, did he just say that? Oh my goodness, he just said that. Anyways, okay, what's you get a girl for Christmas? Chocolate is a nice one. Maybe a teddy bear that has like a Christmas heart on it.
At the moment, we are selling Purdy's chocolate bars, so if you'd like to buy one for your girlfriend for Christmas, of course, it might be stale by then, so you might not want to do that. But $2, it's a very good price range for some of you people who don't have a job.
And it's for a fundraiser, so it's even better. Charity. Maybe a necklace. You could get her a necklace or a bracelet. A scarf is a nice one. Because then you're telling her stay hot. No,
just
anyways.
Don't get her the same one that she already has.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. And like perfume. Do not get perfume unless you know what she likes. If you get her a perfume that she does not like, it will get dumped on your head. Period. This is not speaking from personal experience, but I'm just saying. Okay, here's a big one. Never get a girl makeup for Christmas, because you're basically the biggest idiot if you get her makeup, because you're basically telling her, quote, you need this stuff desperately, so I'm going to get it for you for Christmas. Please don't, okay? I can't stand seeing another guy get slapped. I can't stand another guy having his heart broken. Ow! I can't stand seeing another girl let a guy go and all that stuff. But anyways, don't get makeup, and only get perfume if you know what it is. Okay, the next one. What to get a guy for Christmas? I would recommend a sports t-shirt, maybe his favorite team, maybe a hat, cologne, because we don't care what kind of cologne you get us. Just get us whatever. You know, we'll wear it. Get him a watch. Why get him a watch? Why get a guy a watch for Christmas? Could you tell me why?
So he doesn't forget the date night?
Sort of. You kind of sort of got that. Anyways, a watch so he knows when to pick you up. Because obviously if you get him a watch for Christmas, then you're basically telling him, you know what, you're late. You have a problem keeping track of time. So come on, pick me up. Anyways, call me maybe. Christmas food. Weight loss programs. Lose tons of money from the fourth Thursday in November to January 1st. But it skyrockets once you get deep into January. All right, I mean, like a fourth Thursday in November, Thanksgiving, turkey, potatoes, stuffing, corn, cranberry stuff. I like that cranberry.
Potatoes. Mashed potatoes.
Cranberries are good. I like looking at cranberries when they come out of the can. They kind of just like flop out of the can. It's like, and then they sag.
It has that can lid indentation.
Yeah, the can indention's really cool to look at.
It's smooth.
But I like it when it just plops into the plops into the bowl, you know, and then you like spoon it off and it kind of just slides off. Especially if you got like a warm spoon. The warm spoons for ice cream. Oh, that's even better. You just like you just kind of like scoop it up, and it has that like smooth look to it. The ice cream does, because it's so hot and it's melted. The ice cream. But anyways, turkey, bread, potatoes, corn, stuffing, biscuits. Biscuits and gravy is a big one, because biscuits and gravy is what we have for Christmas morning. And for most of the Canadians, people don't know what biscuits and gravy are, unfortunately.
It's biscuits with gravy on top.
Yeah, it's kind of like poutine, only it's with biscuits instead of fries. And the fries are...
And there's no cheese.
Yeah, no cheese, or... That's it, yeah. I'm not much of a poutine fan, as they say in Quebec. Anyways, eggnog. Oh boy.
That actually comes at Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah. That's why I said from the fourth Thursday in November.
I
got this right. I know what I'm talking about.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been a talk show host for like a year. So.
I've been a talk show companion for 3 days. I know what I'm talking about.
Of course you do. Peppermint ice cream comes out usually in December. Specialty desserts. But come on. The best part of Christmas food is the leftovers. For days and days and days.
Unless I eat it all.
Nothing but turkey, potatoes, corn, green bean casserole. I forgot about that. Green bean casserole's really good. But it's funny because I'm only 145 pounds. We won't say how much Brandon weighs. It's more than me. But
Oh my god.
let's see here. It's amazing during Christmas. Last year I put on 10 pounds from Thanksgiving to Christmas. 10 pounds. That's crazy. There was a couple years ago that I went from 120 to 140 over Christmas. 20 pounds during Christmas. It's crazy. I became a flabby, fat chair sitter person in like days. It's pretty sad. But anyways, and then our last point, the real reason that we celebrate Christmas is to celebrate Christ's birth. And I believe that people seem to forget the real reason for Christmas. They seem to put their focus on the gifts and the family time. Family time's good. We'll talk about family time in a minute, but they just put their focus on other things but Christ, and that's why we have Christmas. That's why we pass around gifts, because God gave his greatest gift, God's Son, for the world and for, the world, because we don't believe in aliens. But anyways, never forget the real reason for Christmas, and that is Christ's birth. And like I said, family time is also good. You have family. You have family for a reason. Family is meant to be able to enjoy. Yes, thank you, Brianna, my sister. And we're going to talk with a family member later on in the show, and it's going to be fun, and we're going to laugh, and we're going to have a good time, and people are going to be, laughing when they hear the broadcast and everything, because it's going to be funny, family time's good. And another reason why we started this talk show, What's Up with the Turners, is so people can get to know the Turners a little better. People don't necessarily know the Turners very well, maybe. They know us for our television network, they know us for our owner of the Braves, they know us for stuff like that. Little does everybody knows that we're actually multimillionaires, but that's a little fact that nobody knows about. But Turner Classic Movies, we have that as well. We had, let's see, there was a General Turner for the U.S. I remember seeing that name once. It was a long, long time ago. But, back in the days. Yeah, back in the days, back in the 80s, as I said in the last broadcast. But, just to be able to spend some time with family, that's what the holiday season's for. And I hope everybody gets to spend time with their families in this holiday season. Usually our grandparents come out, so we may be able to get them in for a live broadcast in December. That will be pretty cool, having Grandpa possibly on the show.
Good old Gramps.
Shout out to our Grandpa, possibly being on the talk show in December.
Happy belated birthday, Gramps.
Yeah, by the way, his birthday was actually a couple days. Yeah. Okay, we're going to sing. Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandpa. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Awesome stuff. Happy birthday, Grandpa. That was actually a couple days ago, but happy belated birthday. We may do this, by the way, for Turner members. We may sing to them on their birthday or something like that. We should actually call them in. We should actually have them on the phone, like we're going to have Matt tonight. Cool stuff. Anyways, time for a commercial break. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that segment. Christmas topics. And again, like I said, Christmas gifts, way overrated. I think people expect too much for Christmas, And it's amazing because the Christmas budget has gone up. Like, it used to be $50 on each kid. Now it's like 150, sometimes 200, and some kids are getting iPods for Christmas. I mean, good night, that's like $350 to just throw down the toilet. Well, that's not throwing down the toilet because it's the thought that counts. I see that, but I think that there's a line that people need to draw for Christmas gifts. But obviously, it's up to everybody. It's up to anybody. Who cares? It's all right. It's all good in the hood. If you guys want to spend millions, go for it. I love pizza. I sort of love pizza. Pizza's okay.
You don't love pizza. You don't.
Pizza's good. Anyways, that's going to be a soundbite for our opener on the next one. Anyways, that does it for this first segment. The next segment, yes, sir, you guessed it, Matty Ice, Matt Turner himself, Matt the Rat, will join us live on the phone, and we may, just may, get Aunt Amber also on the line. Possibly. Now, remember, they are 2 hours ahead of us, so it is 9:05 their time, and that would be Central Time Zone in Chicago. Anyways, we'll roll on after this. What's Up with the Turners rolls on the Anchor Network next.
Have you tried fresh slice pizza? It's awesome. If you have the coupons, there's an $8 off XL Feast pizza. Pick up only. I love pizza. Especially pesto from Fresh Slice. Oh, yeah.
You are listening to the Anchor Radio Network and a presentation of What's Up with the Turners. And now back to your hosts, Caleb Turner and Brianna Turner.
And we are back live. What's up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network? Back live in studio. Thanks, Bob, for that instrumental music being played in the background. That's quite lovely. But joining us by way of cell phone held up to mic, just a classic way of getting an interview in, is our Uncle Matt himself. In my opinion, the best uncle that anybody could have. It is definitely a pleasure to have him on. But just a second here before we get him in, Bob. What were we talking about a couple days ago about the possibility of getting somebody else on the show as well? We were talking about possibly getting on one of our grandparents, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were. Yeah. We were talking about getting him on as well, but that didn't really work out. Anyways, Matt Turner joins us live. Matt, how you doing?
Oh, great. Glad to be here.
It is awesome to hear your voice live on What's Up with the Turners. How's it going, and how's the weather there in Chicago, right?
Yeah, you could say Chicago.
How's the weather?
Today it was nice, 70s, beautiful day, nice fall day.
Nice. Is it starting to chill a little bit at night?
Yeah, getting down in the 50s. Probably had a 40 night or two already also.
So you're all cozy in bed.
A little bit of color change in the leaves.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's dipping down about into the 60s here, 60s and 50s. So, but yeah, all the leaves are falling as well. Anyways, we're going to ask you a couple questions here, some fun facts. It is definitely a pleasure to have Uncle Matt on the radio broadcast. What's up with the Turners on the Anchor Network? Something that some of our viewers have been submitting some questions here. Possibly giving us some insight on possibly a childhood memory. Back when you were either from the ages of 6 to 12, like pre-teenage years. Like, when you were a younger guy, maybe a funny moment that you remember getting in trouble for, and you look back now and you think, wow, that's hilarious. Or something along those lines. Maybe you can divulge for us.
Well, I don't know if this is hilarious or not, but in elementary school, my grandpa and grandma, my mom and dad, they taught at the same school that we taught at. So anytime I would get in trouble in elementary school, the teacher would just set me outside of the classroom, knowing that my dad would walk by at some point and deal with me. And so after he got done dealing with me, he would just send me back into the class, and the teacher knew that the problem had been cared for.
That is
Not
actually
very hilarious,
that's actually pretty good. So basically, the teacher just knew that, hey, just head outside, Matt. Just wait there, and Grandpa Turner will be along.
The door, and eventually they knew my dad was going to walk by, and he would handle me.
That's pretty good. Maybe just divulge. Maybe what was something that you were spanked with, or maybe a couple of things that you were spanked with.
Well, we had. I know Ben and John and Sarah. Not really. I mean, she never got a real spanking. My dad would give her love taps. But our paddle was a cutout piece of plywood, probably a half inch. It might have been 3/4 inch plywood. It was in the shape of a traditional paddle, I guess. I don't know, but that was at home, and I think Dad actually broke that on me eventually.
He broke it?
But he may have broke it on John, but it may have been me.
So,
because it was a piece of plywood, it still worked. He could only use it in one direction though, because the way the brake was. But then at the school, Mr. Bowman had his own paddle there. It seems like Dad may have used that one on me a few times, or a belt, or whatever he could get his hands on.
So literally, at one point,
I prefer the belt, actually. The belt doesn't hurt nearly as bad as the paddle.
True. That's a good
I'm not
point.
sure. I'm not sure if you can speak on that matter or not, Caleb.
Yes, I can. I can actually speak. Have you ever had bare bottom spankings?
Wow.
Yes.
I think that's a little personal.
Like literally blisters. But anyways, that's for the kids that were spanked a little too much, probably because they were really, really bad. But anyways.
My mom also had spanked me a few times. She had a board that you'd sit on the table and you'd put hot plates on. She broke one of those on me. Maybe she's used a wooden spoon a few times.
Yeah, but, we've had the wooden spoon. We've also had a twig.
I always appreciated getting spankings from Mom because they really didn't hurt.
Yes, I definitely agree with that one. There was one time where actually our mom went outside and broke off a branch, like a thin branch, and used it, and that one actually kind of hurt a little bit because it was so small, but it was so strong.
Yeah.
It's a stiff branch. But anyways, I don't know if you can fill us in possibly on, let's see here, maybe one good memory when you were a kid that you remember, just a really, really great memory. You felt the satisfaction, maybe a prank that you were able to pull on somebody, but just a satisfaction from age 6 to 12 that, yeah, I did this, or I dumped this bucket on somebody. Or, something like that. Maybe you got a good grade on a test and it was like, yeah, kind of thing. Maybe fill us in possibly on a moment like that.
I don't think I pulled a lot of pranks as a kid. I think those more started into my teen years. I know we always did a lot of fun things with our family. We'd go to Cedar Point every year. That was always a very enjoyable day. I'd have to say that was a very satisfying day, you could say.
Okay. Alright. Entertaining there. Alright. How about a funny moment involving our dad? Now, we talked about this on Friday, and we got some feedback from some people saying, well, we can't wait for that. Possibly something that was funny. And it doesn't have to be necessarily a childhood memory, possibly in the teenage years, or maybe when he was dating, because we do know that you were the third wheel in his dating. We want to talk about a little bit about this. If you can fill us in a little bit on the part that you had in the eventual marriage of our dad and mom.
Well, I think the main reason they always enjoyed having me as their chaperone was because most of the times I would fall asleep in the back seat of the car. So I think that's why they always wanted to bring me along, because I was the best chaperone to have with them.
That's pretty good. Is there a funny moment involving our dad that maybe you can pinpoint on? Maybe something that was an embarrassing moment?
This goes back to their dating days also. When we would have Becky over for dinner, we would sit on the table to pray. We would always hold hands as a family. So Ben, of course, would be sitting beside Becky and get to hold her hand, and I would pray for the meal, and I would always make really long prayers and just pray for every missionary I could think of, or anything I could think of, I would pray for it. Just to give him more satisfaction and getting to hold Becky's hand.
Aww,
that's actually really
nice.
Cool. That's a nice younger brother.
You're sweet.
And he would pay me for it.
Maybe something that you can tell us that the Turners are really good at. Maybe a job or a sport. Or maybe we're suave with eating, or suave with talking with people that we are interested in, like back in the day, back in the teenage years maybe, or what's something that sticks out to you as something that Turners are really good at?
Well, of course John and Ben and Sarah were really good at sports. All of them. I'm not sure what happened to me, but they were definitely blessed with the sports gene. I don't think I really got that one, but I guess most Turners are all athletically inclined. I don't know about you either, Caleb. I think you kind of get the same, whatever I got, unfortunately. So, I hope you can get through that in your life.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely something that I would like to get through. As we wrap up this interview, it was definitely great having a family member, a direct family member, on the talk show. Just a last question here for you. Is there any plans, because obviously we know that, I was supposed to ask you, I forgot about this, your job that you're working in. Can you fill us in maybe on what you do for a living?
Well, carrying on the family tradition of painting. Right now I'm currently working for 2 different contractors. One flips houses and the other one is a commercial contractor, and I do their painting for both of them. So that keeps me pretty full-time, probably 50 to 60 hours a week working right now in between those 2 contractors.
Wow. That's, so obviously then the money is rolling in, so to speak.
Well, I don't know about rolling in, but my bills are paid.
Well, that's definitely good. And obviously, we're happy that with many of the relatives, like for instance, our dad's brothers and sisters, they're all married, and we're glad you're married, and we have an aunt. So I guess my question is there any plans for bringing some more cousins for us into the world?
Well, I don't know. I guess you'd have to ask John and Sarah that also. But if you're speaking on behalf of me and Amber, I suppose there's plans. I don't know what the plan is, but I'm sure at some point you'll have a cousin.
Cool. Yeah, because we want to have a cousin
Looking forward to it.
We want to have a cousin that is directly related to Uncle Matt and Aunt Amber.
Oh, it's a scary thought, huh?
Yes, it is awesome. Uncle Matt, thanks for doing this, and we'll have to get you on the show possibly some other time in the future.
All right, great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
We love you.
There you have it, folks. Uncle Matt himself joining us by way of cell phone, held up to the mic in basically the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. And that's our first interview that we've ever had for family members. We're definitely going to have to do that again. Possibly maybe get a family member that doesn't sound like he's asleep. But some good stories there. Nothing as entertaining as I think we thought was going to happen, but nonetheless, a very, very good interview there with our Uncle Matt, who in my eyes is my favorite uncle, but that's just my opinion. But anyways, we have the world's best uncles. Don't get me wrong. We have the absolute best uncles. Let's see here. Let's see if we can name all of our uncles and aunts. This one's going to be tough, because if we forget somebody, then we look like an idiot. Okay, let's start on Dad's side. Let's see. We have Uncle John, who married Aunt Sarah. Mm-hmm. Uncle John, who married Aunt Tiffany. Uncle Matt. No. Wait a second. Uncle John's actually brother. So yeah, that doesn't count. But anyways, Uncle Matt, who married Aunt Amber. Mm-hmm. Okay, now aunts on Dad's side. Aunt Sarah, Aunt Tiffany. Aunt Amber. That wasn't that hard. We just said that. Anyways, on our mom's side, which aren't Turners, but anyways, we'll name them anyways. Let's see our uncles. Uncle Andy. Uncle Dave. Uncle Frank. And that's it. We sure? Yeah, okay. And then aunts are Aunt Diana, Aunt Margie, and Aunt Jennifer. Yeah. We can't name all the cousins, though, because I don't know all the cousins' names. We're going to try it? Try. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go, folks. On the Turner side, let's hear. For Uncle John and Aunt Sarah, Titus, Sydney. Yeah, it's not too hard because they're close. They're the closest ones in age. Uncle John and Aunt Tiffany. Ian. Anna, Eli. And Eli. We got that, okay. And then Uncle Matt and Aunt Amber, to be announced. Determined. TBA, TBD. Let's see here. Mom's side. Uncle Andy and Aunt Jennifer. Caitlin, Kristen, and that's it, right? Yeah, just 2. Yeah, they just have 2 daughters, okay. And then Aunt Margie and Uncle Dave have Kristen, Bethany, and Gracie. Okay. So and then Uncle Frank and Aunt Diana have 4, right? So let's see if we can get all 4 of them. Let's see here, Jonathan, Rebecca, Hannah, and Joshua.
Yeah.
Oh, we got that.
Wow, we got
Awesome.
it.
We got everybody. We barely got it. High five.
Woo!
Yep, there's the weekday high five. That is successful. Now, can we go into the second cousins and third cousins?
Let's not.
We
did.
Yeah, I only know a couple, so. But actually, most of our viewers are second and third cousins. Shout out to all of our second and third cousin viewers. We thank you for your views. It is greatly appreciated. We're going to take a commercial break and be right back with the final closing segment on What's Up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network.
You know, my favorite candy that I have growing up is these Willy Wonka bottle caps. It's the classic soda pop candy. Only 60 calories per 13 pieces, so you can definitely spare them. But you got 13 grams of sugar per 13 pieces, so that's 1 gram of sugar per piece. But I'm telling you, these candies are incredible. Let me just read you the box, okay? Greetings to you from Willy Wonka himself.
Tremendous things are in store for you. Many tasty treats await you. Scrumdiddlyumptious package, you will find mystic and marvelous surprises that will entrance, intrigue, and delight you beyond measure. So don't just stand there with your mouth open. Go on, feed your imagination.
And that is Willy Wonka's all-new bottle caps, the soda pop candy that have actually been around for years. But we love them, and they're all new, according to this TV show. Radio show. Thank you.
You are listening to the Anchor Radio Network in a presentation of What's Up with the Turners. And now your hosts, Caleb Turner and Brianna Turner.
We're back here live on the Anchor Radio Network. What's up with the Turners? What is up with the Turners, Gil?
Well, it is 7:34 p.m. on this Monday night, September. We're sitting up here doing the show in the studio. Family's downstairs, probably
watching Curious George.
Or Gomer Pyle, USMC.
Or Andy Griffith.
Or I Love Lucy.
Or Waltons. Or Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, or just watching the baseball game. Texas and Tampa Bay's on tonight, by the way. The one-game tiebreaker for the wild card. Winner goes to the wild card game on Wednesday, by the way.
Yeah.
Or is it tomorrow? I think it's Wednesday. Pretty sure it's Wednesday. And then Monday Night Football's tonight as well, so that is
Get more points on the fantasy.
Yeah, that's by the way, after Fantasy
League.
Football League, going into Monday night, right now I am 6th place out of 14. And Brianna is
14 out of 14. Hey, I'm 14!
Yeah. You can only go up! It can only get better! Yeah, it can only get better. We're only supposed to do that for the weekend high five. Now we've ruined it. It's no longer acceptable on anything else. But anyways, the sound that you're hearing are bottle caps. Oh, yeah. There's the satisfactory taste of bottle caps. But anyways, that was according to the commercial that we heard earlier. Suppose in the final segment, might just touch on what is going to be in store for future shows. What's Up with the Turners, what to expect with What's Up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network. We are going to be taking requests from people for topics to discuss. We already have one topic requested to be talking about relationship statuses and stuff like that.
I like pizza. What do you like?
I like... I don't know. A lot of things. I like a lot of things. I like a lot of food. I don't know what to like. But anyway, relationship status. I gotcha. That's right, pizza. But pizza's like a female type name. Pizza ends with an A. You gotta like spaghetti. Ends with an I.
Pizza's better.
Pizza's better, okay. We're running out of things to say on the show right now. It's September 30th, 2013, 7:38 Pacific Standard Time. It is now dark outside. Amazingly, how so fast it goes. Approaching the 39-minute mark steadily on the show right now. Thank you for joining us today. Today was our first time doing a call, cell phone to mic interview in studio, so that was good. And we talked earlier about Christmas. I'm sure we'll talk about Christmas again at some point. Probably we'll do a weight loss talk, possibly in the future, and Brianna's unfortunately not looking forward to that one. But I don't know. We got great things in store. We're going to be taking, like I said, requests from people. So if you have a request, just write us on Facebook.
Comment below.
Comment below the video when we post it on, let's see if we can go through it again, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest,
Snapchat.
Vine, Snapchat, and Hotmail. Text Plus, but yeah, but we don't send it out. No, we don't do Text Plus. But anyways, today's show has been brought to you by
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out Burger. You can get a burger and a fry. Not just one fry. By the way, something that we can talk about here. Why do they call it a burger and fry? Or a burger and fries? How many fries are you going to get? You need a lot of fries, man. Like, a bunch of fries. Stuff like that. But anyways, today's show has been brought to you by In-N-Out. To all of our American friends, you can get a burger and fries for $5.99. That would be the... Is that the double or the single? I think it's the single. Anyways, it's significantly cheaper than McDonald's here in Canada. That wraps it up for today's broadcast. I'd like to thank everybody working behind the scenes. Bob, our sound man, working steadily. Tom, one of our producers in studio. And old Timmy back at control. I'd like to thank you for flipping all the switches, as we say. And flip those switches, flip switcher. And but we'd just like to thank everybody who supports us. Our executive producer is Ben Turner himself, our dad, because he has to listen to the show and make sure that everything is acceptable. Let's give him a hand.
Well done.
Standing O, we'll probably hear from him live in studio at some point. In a couple of weeks. Because next Monday, we're hoping to be talking relationships. Don't miss out. It's going to be entertaining. And Brandon has something to say. Go ahead and say it. She doesn't want to say it. She's lost it. But anyways, I'd like to thank you for joining, and we'll talk to you again on Friday or Saturday night for the Weekend Edition. Saturday Night Lights. That wraps it up for us. What's Up with the Turners live on the Anchor Radio Network.
Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
You have been listening to the Anchor Radio Network in a presentation of What's Up with the Turners. Tune in every Monday night for the live stream on Tuesday, and then Saturday Night Lights for the weeknight edition. Thank you for joining us. You got it live. What's Up with the Turners on the Anchor Radio Network. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Every time I look at you, something is on my mind. If you do what I want you to,
It will be so fine. Oh,
life could be a dream.
if I could take you up to paradise up above. I'm the only one.
What's Up with the Turners on the Anchor Network? Tune in next week, Saturday night. We'll talk to you guys later. Stay safe, boys. Enjoy the week.